Voch is actually like one of the most entertaining people I watch.
Beats Planet.
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
And I be tired after them primetime games.
Hey, Pachi.
Them primetime games, dog, don't look for me. I love y'all to pieces. Don't look for me. You know? Well, we got a game that ends at 10:30. Boy, y'all don't stand a chance, man. Appreciate y'all, though. I know y'all be looking for me. Mondays just be hard, man. You know what I mean? I'm part of the Brian Broadus coaching tree. I'm part of the Brian Broadus coaching tree. I'm sorry, what you said? Do we have any more whiskey glasses, you say? we got I found 5 in there. I'm gonna put them back on the website. We still got a bunch of pints left, some Salt and Pepper Lounge pints, and we got Salt and Pepper Lounge wine glasses. We still got Salt and Pepper Lounge wine glasses. The link is in the description for those. I'm part of the Brian Broadus coaching tree, and Brian thinks a lot of you, and when he thinks a lot of you, he demands stuff. So the game will be Sunday night. If you got shows at 9 and 11 o'clock in the morning with Brian Broadus, you got to get up and watch that film at 6 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's just the rules. That's just the customs. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it's supposed to go. So when you see me on these shows on Monday, hell yeah, I watched the film because Brian Broadus put peer pressure on me to do so. But hey, look, I'm grateful for that. I've been waiting my whole life to be this exhausted. You feel me? Appreciate y'all for always loving and supporting and understanding. Got the break going on, Crown Global Media going on. Doing TV and shit. Man, we doing TV and shit, man. You know how it go, man. You know how it go. You know how it go, bro. It's a busy time. It's a busy time, but I will always make time for my loved ones here. Bleach Report also, can't forget about Bleach Report. They paying some bills too. I can't forget about y'all. Love y'all to pieces. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna come back home and do some lives here and there. We're gonna always break down some film. Last week I ain't break down no film because I was miserable. Everybody was terrible. You know what I mean? But we have some cool little stuff to break down this week. So go check out that film. Check out the film session we just did on Crown Global. And I'm going to try to do some film on Cowboys Rewind when we get back on TV. But they don't do Rewind when there's noon games. So I'm not going to be on Rewind this week. We're on DallasCowboys.com. Just, if y'all see it up there, take a look at it. They put my face in the thumbnail so you'll be able to know when I'm on there. Wanted to talk to y'all about a handful of things today. Put my glass back on when I say this. Tyler Booker didn't have his walking boot on. Per who you think? who you think saw it? Hey man, he have his walking boot on. I was like, hey man, all right. He ain't stopping to talk to me though. I was like, okay, player. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Do your thug thizzle. CD Lamb was hurt a couple days ago. He was on a damn scooter. You know what I'm saying? But Tyler Booker didn't have his walking boot on today. Now, does that mean he'll never have it on for the rest of the week? Does that mean he ain't put it back on when he went back to doing whatever he was doing in his room, whatever? He may have put it back on. I don't know. But I just noticed. I said, Isn't that interesting? So hopefully his recovery doesn't hold him down too much. He doesn't have to do a bunch of planting and digging in the ground like CD Lamb does. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Booker might be on track a little bit quicker. Who knows? But it is what it is. I'll let the big people report on that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't necessarily I don't want to get into the day-to-day Pervach stuff or the day-to-day news stuff because I'm not a reporter. I want to say cool shit that ain't nobody else say. Like, nah, you a lie. Perry on Winfrey did make the team. Or nah, you a lie. Tyler Guyton did not tear his ACL. I like to be a part of them cool purrs. You know what I'm saying? I like to be one of them on them cool Voch Lombardis. You feel me? So I ain't gonna say a whole bunch of stuff, but I do say things here or there that I think is important. And if Tyler Booker's coming back sooner than later, then cool. I saw John G tweet something this morning. I don't even know if I even wanted to say something about it. Apparently him and Foots had a conversation. And apparently him and Foots felt like the backup offensive linemen were just as good, little to no drop-off type stuff than your other Bulls, than Tyler Booker and let's call Foots. Tyler Booker and Cooper Beebe. I didn't plan on doing this. Let me just call Foots, see if I can get Foots on the line real fast. I ain't gonna cuss Foots out. I'm just curious. I just want to know what he saw when he said this. Let me call Foots. This wasn't even part of the show. I just want to hear him say it. My Jordans need to be 2 sizes bigger. That's a 14 player. What you mean? Let me see if I can get Brad on the big phone. Brother Brad ain't doing nothing. I just want to ask him a question. I just want to see what he saw. Let's see if we can get Brad on the big phone. And look, if we can't, man, we'll just go on the show without it. I'll just give my thoughts on it. But I thought it was an interesting take. Because there have been segments of Cowboy Nation, reporters, whoever it may be. They love to go out there and vouch for Brock Hoffman. You know what I'm saying? They love to go out there and talk about what he is and what he ain't doing. And look, man, shouts out to Brock, man. Look, Brock is as good as a backup center you would want to have in this league, bro. But he wasn't thumping Dexter Lawrence though. He wasn't thumping Dexter Lawrence, man. And I think that's what people kind of got missing a little bit. When I was doing the break, if we gonna hit for the king up, call me. You in trouble. Even Derek Eagleton, when he was talking about it on the break, right? He was like, "Hey, man, I ain't noticed too much different from the starters and how the backups operated, right?" And I was like, "Man, Derek Eagleton, that might be fair." But when we go back and watch the film, or when we talk about the film and the run game and even keeping Dak safe, if you saw what Dexter Lawrence, what Cooper Beebe and Tyler Booker did to Dexter Lawrence, you'll go, "Damn, boy. That's a valiant effort of what we did to Dexter Lawrence there." You can't then compare what the backups do to Jervon Dexter with the Bears and Nazir Stackhouse with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? It's just two totally different situations. You got to evaluate common opponents and stuff. You know what I mean? You got to evaluate how good the opponent, you know what I mean? So, John G kind of snitched on Foots a little bit, and I kind of wanted to get in Foots' ear about it just to kind of see what he saw. He made another statement that I won't even speak on because that'll just upset me a whole nother way, but maybe we'll get a good discussion out of Foots later on. Chat, let me talk to y'all real quick. Voch, why are we not signing Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? Boy, all kind of stuff going on up here. Chat, what did y'all think about the game Sunday? Big picture wise, I know y'all been watching. Well, maybe y'all haven't, but if you have been watching me throughout the week, I've been kind of giving comments on it, but I haven't commented back to y'all. Like, we haven't had a discussion as a family about it just yet. But I really want to know what y'all thought about the game versus the Packers, the tie and all that. Is this one of Dak Prescott's best performances? I mean, it is. It is one of Dak's best performances, but Dak been nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this game better than the Buccaneer playoff game that Dak played in? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this game better than I'm trying to think back. What was that game when Dak was in the MVP race? It was a good team that we beat. Or like one of the Eagles games where, Dak, the T.Y. Hilton 3rd and 40 catch or 4th and 20 catch or whatever, right? Is it up there with one of them games? Like, I'm curious. I'm curious where we at with it, because Dak been nice for a long time. Dak been nice with it for a long time is what I've been trying to say. You know what I mean? And I know there's a lot of naysayers that were like, Voch, you tripping for saying that Dak is so good. Dak is terrible. No. Mike McCarthy was terrible. When Kellen Moore was calling plays, Dak was recurringly always a top quarterback in the league. He always had like number 1 offenses, top 5 offense in the league. Like, Dak been getting busy. It's when Mike McCarthy took over that Dak took the dip. So while Dak's play wasn't wasn't up to the standard that it normally is, I just see a bunch of people saying, "Yeah, man, Dak trash." Yeah, the Lions game was good. I just like, hey, y'all, Dak trash. And I'm just like, where, how, who, what, when, where, how? Fungal. Right now. Like, when was Dak trash for real? Even in Mike McCarthy's offense, as goofy as Mike McCarthy could be, the fact that Dak at the end of the first year that Mike McCarthy took over, the fact that Dak even went on this MVP type run should give Dak like even more credit. We should give Dak even more credit for what he did that year, right? But I said on the break today, when Tom Moore was coordinating for Peyton Manning, when Josh McDaniel was coordinating for Tom Brady, Bruce Arians to Andrew Luck or whatever, Sean Payton to Drew Brees, those coordinators didn't get in the way of their top tier quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, I think as long as Shotty keep things easy and they continue to make sense, and we do things in decency and order, and we let Dak Prescott call the shots, no pun intended with the shots, I think you got 5 more years. I think you got 5 more years of elite quarterback play. I only said that because I watched the Jerry Jones documentary, right? And Jerry Jones said, hey, if you're doing a deal for $1 million, don't just say you're doing $1 million. You got to say $1 million. That's how Jerry Jones say you got to do. So I just want to just say that Dak Prescott he got 5 more years of elite play, because y'all wouldn't care if I said it that way. I got 5 more years of elite play. With a war call, you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But Dak Prescott losing his damn mind out here, ain't he? Ain't he? You lose CD Lamb, George Pickens kind of takes over. But George Pickens keep doing Pickens things. Kevontae Turpin steps in and he's the one responsible for doing the CD Lamb things. Going crazy. I'm sure that Dak Prescott knows what offense works best for him. I'm sure Dak Prescott in his mind has a scheme and a system that he gets busy with. He identifies it. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed, because y'all know how, I don't know why I'm whispering. Y'all know how normally if you get a new offense coordinator, play caller, there's like some rollover that you got to get used to. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a getting used to the system, carryover type shit. Dak kicking ass from day one, dog.
Did you hear what I said?
Like ain't no layover, ain't no. You know what I'm saying? Dak went from, and I'm whispering because I don't want the ops to hear this. Dak went from I was hurt last year to a new coordinator to a new play caller. And that motherfucker, he the best quarterback in the league right now. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing about nobody. Dak Prescott's playing like the best quarterback in the league. And he didn't play last year. Chat, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Hey, hold on, I'm reading this email from DallasCowboys.com. We trying to get the invoice straight. Hey man, please verify what you told me. All right, cool, whatever. So anyway, like if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying, bro. So like all this new rhetoric, all this new rhetoric or whatever, all this new conversation surrounding Dak Prescott or whatever, you know what I'm saying? All this conversation surrounding him, like, oh man, this is as good as I've seen Dak Prescott. I've never seen Dak Prescott play this well. I've never seen him take such command. I'm like, you a damn lie. You a damn lie. Who you talking to? Who you think you talking to? Dak has been on multiple runs. I mean, and look, if anything, Dak is probably still getting better. I think Dak is going to be getting better until his body starts to fail him. You know what I mean? Like the arm talent starts to go away for real. Like the old man stuff happens or whatever. But cerebrally, on a cerebral level, like Dak is seeing it. Dak is seeing it and he kicking ass. He loses CeeDee Lamb, 2 of his starting offensive linemen. We've revitalized Javonte Witt. Dog, that's why I ain't really trying to hear nothing about all that Flus talent stuff. They say, well, Flus just doesn't have the talent. He just doesn't have the talent. Bro, like, look at what the Cowboys on offense are doing with the talent that they have. The Cowboys are putting up best offense in the league level numbers with a running back that anybody else won't. Couple backups in the interior. Besides that, a rookie at right guard. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Zach Martin out here, Travis Fresh, Tyron Smith out here, Guyton in his issues, Terrence Steele in his. CD gets hurt. Tolbert, who hanging on for dear life. 5'7" Turpin. Flournoy kicking in, getting his. You know what I'm saying? Pickens is elite. Whatever. And this damn thing is as good as it's been. As good as it's been. And look, dog, man, I had a feeling that national media was gonna do that old thing that they did. When is 88 gonna be back? I don't know. Per Voch. I had a feeling that national media, what they were gonna do is they were gonna try to diminish in a way of saying that Green Bay's defense maybe wasn't as good as we thought it was. Green Bay beat the shit out of everybody on defense all year. Green Bay go crazy on defense all year against their first 3 opponents, but all of a sudden when that go crazy in week 4, Green Bay's defense didn't come to play. Maybe Green Bay's defense wasn't as good as we thought it was. BS. You ain't gotta lie to me. You ain't gotta lie to me. J4 on the drum says, and thing is, Voch, it's only week 4 for this offense. Man, mid-season form. That's the Dak Prescott, who didn't play football last year, with a new coordinator and a new play caller, looks like he's in mid-season form. Are you kidding me, man? Listen, man. When Ambar found out she could read the YouTube chat was pretty sweet. Well, it's not like she couldn't read or couldn't read the chat. She just didn't know the chat was getting busy like that. But Voch should jump in there and tap in with y'all and love on y'all in the chat. Dog, I'm just not here for the new conversation surrounding Dak and all that. You know what I mean? Dak has been nice, and we'll break down some more of the game. I watched a little bit more film this morning. And did my other little breakdowns or whatever. And I can talk a little bit more about it. Let me hop into the phone and see who in here, and then we'll get back into the rest of the breakdown or the rest of my thoughts for Green Bay now. 843, what up? Who this? Hey, 843.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, man? I almost got you. Hey, I almost hit that button. Oh, he hung up.
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Good call, man. So, if y'all want to call into the show, the phone's open. If y'all want to call into the show, it's 202-926-1127. Let me tell you why we don't deserve that, bro. While I send this email to Cowboys corporate, let me tell y'all why we don't deserve that, bro. Hold on. So, here's another thing, right? We really don't deserve Dak Prescott at all. Like, we don't deserve him. And I wonder how many fans of a team, right, were watching their game. Or let me not even bring other people involved. Let's just keep this in the house. Let's just keep this in the house for the time being. Let's keep this in the house. Chat, how many times, I'm gonna look at y'all. How many times did y'all look at the TV and go, all right, Dak, is on you. Yep, Dak got a bail aside of this one there, bud. Oh, Dak, I know I asked last time, but man, Dak, just one more time, man. Can you get us out of this one? Chat, how many times y'all had to do that? How many times y'all did? I think I had 3 in me. One at the end of what I thought the game was going to be, when it was like 5 or something minutes. One when they gave the ball back with like 40 something seconds. And like one more time in overtime when he drove down there. I was like, man, Dak, Dak, it ain't right. And look, I'm trying to be humble and righteous. You know what I'm saying? I say, Dak, it ain't right what we doing to you. He can't hear me. Dak, it ain't right what we doing to you. It's unfair, Dak. I know this defense is fantastic. I know you running out there with Tolbert, Turpin, and all them, boy. I get you, boy. Schoonmaker just falling down and stumbling and shit. Dak, I know it ain't right, but can you bail us out again? And that somebody kept driving us down on this top 10 defense. Top 5, I believe. This top 10 defense. And he just kept driving them. He just kept driving. And he kept bailing us out. That's my problem with this defense. I don't even want the defense ain't got to be perfect, bro. The defense ain't got to be great. If it was shut down, that'd be cool. It'll be even better if it would, but it ain't got to be all that. If you just give me 2 more punts, bro. If you just punt the ball 2 more times, then we'll be fine. You know, you in theory got to stop when Sam Williams, got the technical sack at the end, but he grabbed old boy by his face mask. So when Trayvon Diggs get the alleged interception, but you had 12 men on the field, or when you had a stop on 3rd down and Maris Leah fouled 5 minutes later, came up and smoked that boy. All of those are penalties that kept those drives going. That are drive extenders. Now, if you get the stop on those 3 plays, let me see what the score would have been. Cowboys versus. Let me see, because I want to see the box score. The Cowboys scored 16 points in the second quarter, 3 in the third, 14 in the fourth quarter. Crazy. So the Cowboys. So let me see, 33. Dog, can you imagine a world where the Cowboys beat the Packers 37 to like 24? Can you imagine that world? Can you imagine what national media would be saying right now? Not a tie. Can you imagine what national media would be saying right now if you beat the Green Bay Packers 37 to 24? The conversation different because you tied. But if that would have happened, bro, on just those 3 plays, bro. Just those plays. Execute on those plays. And if the defense can do that every time, just get 3 stops. 3 stops, and you can just go be ass the rest of the game. Knock yourself out. But Dak at least puts you in a situation where you know for sure you feel great about him putting points on the board. Come on, Flus. What up, 100 grand?
Man, listen, you speaking the same language, my boy.
Appreciate you, man. Talk to me.
We speaking the same language, man. And I just don't want to be like, man, we wasted Dak.
Yeah.
We wasted this great effort. Another year down the drain. We wasted this great effort. And that's how I'm feeling, man. That's what these last couple of games got me feeling like. We're wasting Dak. And now, Jerry, what you going to say? Oh, we only going to go as far as can take it. Us 4 can take us. We only going to go Dak, this, Dak. Now you getting a great Dak, and you're not doing nothing to help him. And not just that, Voch. Not just that.
Sure.
The running game is now we gotta run it. It's not just 4.
Yeah.
The running game is running.
33 nice.
So we got both now.
I have been shitting on Mike McCarthy all week on accident. Just to be doing it. Just to be doing it. Turpin getting busy and the run game getting busy. Mike McCarthy better shut his damn mouth.
We always said Dak can't do what Dak can't do because the running game ain't running. Now, why we got this Dak? Because the running game is doing his job. Now, all we need is a tight end that don't fall down as soon as he catch the ball. Jason Witten. That's what I'm calling him, Jason Witten. Because Jason Witten did the same thing. He could catch the ball, but he ain't going nowhere. If we can get if we get Span Ford out there, that can give us 15 yards instead of 7.
Sure.
Can give us that first down, we would have blew them out.
Yeah.
We would have won the game. Yeah. You know?
We was about to beat the shit out of the Eagles if Lamb ain't, you know what I'm saying, dropped them little pass or whatever.
Yeah, that was Lamb's fault. That was Lamb's fault.
But we was supposed to beat the shit out of the Eagles too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. But people, I hope people not saying, I never seen this Dak before. This is the best Dak. No, it's not. We've seen this before. Dak has always been this guy.
Yeah.
You need help. Look at Mahomes. Anybody talking about Mahomes? He's struggling. Why is he struggling? His running game is non-existent. He ain't got no defense. Same thing with Lamar. Lamar ain't got no defense. He injured now because he got to do too much because he know his defense is garbage.
Right.
I don't want that to be Dak, Voch. I don't want Dak have to say, you know what, I got to go the extra mile because I know my defense trash, and then he mess around and get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I don't want that. Good, we got easy games coming up, man. Well, I can't say.
They can't even say that because they'll go out to
This is going to show me about Shoddy. This is going to show me about Shoddy. These are teams we should beat, and I'm going to be in the building this Sunday against the Jets. I will be there. So you better win because I'm going to be in the building.
Man, appreciate you, 100 grains. I'm going to be in the building.
We'll
boy, they will carry your ass out of there threatening shot. Are you crazy? This ain't got nothing to do with Shoddy, man. For real. Shoddy doing his part. Shoddy doing his thug thizzle. Shoddy, like, he just got to work on, like, small game management stuff that you can work on, you know? Shoddy have his issues, right? But it ain't like that. Like, Matt LaFleur had 2 humongous blunders in the game. Humongous blunders. You know what I mean? Like, we can't even talk about them for real. You know what I mean? Like, if Shoddy would have made the same mistakes that LaFleur made, y'all be calling for Shoddy job for real. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna say that Shoddy got horrible. You know what I mean? He may have just make a little slip here or there that he has to figure out as a head coach. But in terms of the offense, Shoddy's done his job. He's done fine. We're not worried about the offense we play these teams. Like, when we play the Jets, and Justin Fields really haven't gotten crazy in the passing game like that this year, this will be the week Justin Fields go crazy in the passing game. Or the Panthers after that, when Bryce Young, who ain't really gotten busy in the passing game like that, this will be the year or the week in week 6 or something that Bryce Young go crazy. This is Cowboys defense where dreams come true. Everything is easy, baby. Leave it up to Weezy. Dreams come true versus the Cowboys defense. If your fan base sick of you, go out there and play the Cowboys defense. You'll make some more fans. If you Russell Wilson, you're trying to hold that rookie off for one more week, it's a wrap now. Dog, go in there and play the Cowboys defense and have a historically great day. Brian, what up?
How's it going, boss?
What's happening?
Not much.
You doing all right?
Yeah. How you been?
I'm doing good, brother. What you got for me?
Well, I actually thought it was a really good game. I could have gone either way.
Mm.
I mean, I think the Cowboys, in my eyes, I think
The conference has been locked.
because I think, time should have ran out at the end, overtime.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's a good storyline going in the future because, when we get the rest of the team back from injury and all that, defense should probably get a little better with Demo and Ravel. And I think maybe, with more practice with each other, some of the guys are new to the squad, so they, everybody's trying to feel each other and try to get the defense down.
Yeah.
But all in all, it was a good game. Could have gone either way.
Okay. You think Dak is doing well? Pickens and all that's doing good, you think?
Dak's doing fucking awesome. Hopefully, he continues it the rest of the year, and if he does, it'd be a really good year for him.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I'm
crazy.
hoping Tolbert steps up a lot more.
Oh yeah, man.
Hoping Flournoy gets some more snaps.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Mingo's on the way back too. You know what I mean? So they better hurry up and they better get ready, man. They better get right.
Well, they only have to rush Mingo.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I think they'll be all right.
Yeah,
till Lamb gets back, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
I love what J-Dub's doing. He's running really, really good.
Sure is.
Tearing up the grass.
Sure is.
Laying the shoulders. But yeah, I think when everybody comes back and later on down the road, they just gotta stick with it, play week to week until they actually get the rest of the team. And I think, if they come as a unit, play how they're doing, I think everything will be all right. And maybe we'll see Green Bay again at the wild card in Lambeau.
Yeah.
And have it to be continued matchup.
Hey, we'll see.
Continue on what they left off in week 4.
Yeah, man. We'll see, man. Appreciate you, Brian. Good call. Rick, call into the show. Rick R. He says TJ Bass and Brock Hoffman make this O-line go. Can Voch and Broad stop trying to replace them and shut the hell up? You both had terrible takes. I would call in, please. I would love to have a conversation with you, Rick R. We can respectfully disagree, Rick R. No violence. We'll just come on here and have a conversation to disagree. Let me know if you want to call in, Rick. I'll jump you straight to the front of the line. You hear me? Till then, I'm gonna let Los get on the phone, but we'll just go from there. What up, Los?
Hey, what's up, Voch? Long time no talk, man. Hope everything's well. Keep being blessed in life.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm glad to see all your hard work pay off, man. You deserve it, man.
Man, thank you,
sir.
Hey,
real quick on what you were saying, man. Mm-hmm. Like you said, man, we don't deserve that. I mean, we looked into him in the 4th round, and you're telling me a 4th-round quarterback is taking names out there year after year after year, and yet we blame him all the time. It is what it is. That's what you get for being a Cowboys quarterback. No matter who wears a star in the helmet, they're always going to get criticized.
Yeah, for sure.
But damn, Voch, you know what? That boy can play, man. I'm telling you, they ain't no throw. I mean, you talk about year after year. He's top category in accuracy, blitzing. I mean, just to the point. If it was any other quarterback on this Cowboys team, we still wouldn't have won anything, Voch, because it's a team effort. Hell, I tell people all the time, you put Pat Mahomes in the Cowboys uniform, that doesn't even guarantee us a Super Bowl. It takes a team effort, and you're seeing it now. We have the number 1 offense, Voch, in the whole National Football League. But you guess what? We're 1-2-1 because of that damn. I don't want to be cussing, but that dang defense ranks 32nd with Matt Easley. So, I mean, if we can fix that side of the ball a little bit, I mean, I think we'll be A-okay. And to my last point, Voch, if I know you say we can't get any help or we got to be with the, with the personnel we have, but if you were to add someone to that defense that can help right away, what position would you be looking for fictional lands to trade for? And that's all I got, Voch. Right. Yeah.
That little big old baby. Yeah, that big old baby. Yeah, that baby. All right, Los, appreciate you.
Hey, and
yeah, go ahead.
And you know what he's saying?
What'd he say?
You know what he said?
What'd he say?
He said, shut the fuck up, Dak haters.
Oh, the baby cussing. All right, appreciate you, love. All right, man, salute. HIPAA violation. If I talk on the phone, it's a HIPAA violation. Type it in the comments. What you mean? I worked at a hospital before. Look, Rick, I ain't trying to start no mess with you, dog. You just can't come in people's house and look. You may have seen me on other platforms, and I try to keep it P on Dallas Cowboys or on DLLS, but what I've always done on this channel, throughout history of this channel, going on about 10 years now, I've been doing this, is if there's a discrepancy, such a discrepancy, that you got to come to my channel and tell me, shut the heck up. Let me see exactly what you said, because I don't want to misquote you. Yeah, shut the hell up. And I have horrible takes. Like, dog, like, please, like, can you run to the bathroom real fast and just chop it up with me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know why you believe in Brock and TJ so much that I have a horrible take and that I need to shut the hell up on a show that you're listening to. If I stop talking, the show wouldn't even go on. It wouldn't be a show because I'm the only one talking. Rick, I just want to have a conversation with you, dog. That's all. I got a task. Oh, okay. So look, now he a stand-up guy that don't want to do no mess. He don't want to be typing that. You've been typing that work all day. Now all of a sudden you got tasks. You've been at task. And if it's a HIPAA violation, damn it, you work at a hospital. You probably working a 12-hour shift, more than likely. Now you got tasks. Man, come on, man. I just want to talk. He told me shut the hell up. My takes, me and Brian's takes are horrible. I just want to know what he's talking about, man. I just want to discuss. Why y'all people scared of discussion? Kansas City, Brian, what's up?
Hey, boss, what's going on, man?
What's good with you, boss, man? What you got for my show?
Well, I got two things, man. First of all, I got to agree with, I always hate when we get like 3/4 of the way to building a team, and then we just don't finish. So you think back to, it's a decade ago now, when we had Romo, Dez, Witten, Martin, and Big 77. And you look at those guys, they're all good enough to get it done.
Yeah.
Every last one. You put that group of people together, they're good enough to get it done, but then they wouldn't commit to the last couple of things they needed.
Yeah.
Which was way different in the and I'm an older guy, but in the 90s, Jerry was all about, what do I got to do? I got to go get Charles Haley? No problem. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I got to go get Deion Sanders? Yep, let's go do that.
Yeah.
And nowadays they did it with Amari, but that's really been it. It's like he's gun shy now with that, making those last decisions to get you over the hump, because you can't make a living on being the number one offense and the number 32 defense.
Sure.
I mean, you just can't. You can't do that. So my question for you is kind of similar to what the last caller asked, but I'm gonna be a little more specific. So we know Overshown is coming back. So I feel like the linebackers are getting help.
Yes, sir.
We know that Revel and Carson are coming back. Now I don't know if he's any good, but he's coming back regardless. And Revel, everybody thought the world of him coming out of college. So we think the DBs are going to be okay. I'm hoping Wanye Thomas is going to be able to hold his own for a while. For me, I think we're down to, and I love the new one tech. Gotta love that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a little more from Osa, but I think we're down to, if we could get, and I'm not saying we got to go try to spend all that draft capital on a pass rusher, but some of it, maybe a 1 and a 2, not both ones or something, and get somebody that's better than anybody we have, which right now is James Houston and Jadeveon Clowney, I think.
Sure.
You know, is there somebody, and I think about it the way I think a GM would, is there a bad team with a good defensive end that's not in the final year of their contract, that you'd have control, like Amari, like you'd have control over for at least a couple years? Yeah. Is there somebody like that out there that's, in my mind, if we had somebody that was what we thought we were getting from the I started to say Redskins, from the, what do you always call them? The Wizards.
Wizards, yeah. Yeah.
What we thought 13 was going to be, right? 10.5 sacks last year playing opposite Dorrance Armstrong. And this year he's just nothing for some reason.
Yeah.
But I think if we get that guy, I think it covers up a lot of other problems, knowing that those guys are coming back. And I'll hang up and listen to your answer, man.
Appreciate you, Brian. Just me kind of looking at it right now, trying to get a good feel for it. You probably won't get a whole bunch of years from a guy because they don't really get disgruntled till right around that last year. And I would imagine you would want somebody that is impactful, that you know, that could step up and, you know, do a little something for you. I think Kayvon Thibodeau with the Giants, I think that's a really good target. You know, I don't think you'll have to give up a first to get him. You know, you might can get away with like a second or something. You don't have a 3. Get it up for Pickens or whatever, but you do have 2 1s. I know a lot of people say, can you reach out to like Cincinnati or something and get Trey Hendrickson? I don't think Hendrickson want to come back to Cincinnati next year. He's on a 1 year $30 million deal. A 1 year $30 million deal. I think Parsons won at 47, so you know, there's some carryover there. You had the money to sign Parsons. We just did not. I think your best bet, like your best opportunity or whatever, is either Kayvon Thibodeau or to try to throw like a real pick to go get Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals. Will the Cowboys do it? I don't know. I think Jerry Jones really want to go trade. I think he want to go draft, and I think he'll trade one of those picks, like the later pick or something, to go get more picks so that he could be like, man, look at what Micah Parsons did. Because if you just look at Micah Parsons for 2 picks, it's not enough. But if you go, all right, we're going to draft with the Cowboys pick and we're going to trade back with the Packers pick, and that turns into like a later 1 and like an extra 3 or something like that. You could do that. And in the BB draft, you traded back at the end of the first round for a couple picks. You traded back what, 5 spots, 4 or 5 spots or something, and you ended up getting an extra 3rd. Hell, if you want to move back to the 2nd, you can get a 2 and a 3, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, Jerry wants to be like, hey, man, we had our first round pick. But for Micah, man, we got 2 starters, this, and we got the pick next year. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Jerry, that's what I would do. I would be constantly trying to turn that extra first round pick into like multiple picks. And then you get to the next year and you do the same thing with that pick. So instead of it being Kenny Clark and 2 draft picks that you traded for Micah, I think Jerry's gonna try to make it like, all right, you got 5 draft picks and Kenny Clark for Micah. And if the Cowboys hit on those, then I think you'll be good to go. Especially if that 3rd round pick ends up not being like a October 3rd round pick, but, and that sounds crazy, but think about how decent you've been with your other 3rd round pick. Like if that 3rd rounder is like an Overshown type player, like a BB type player, not even Tober, but like a Michael Gallup type player. Like in general, you do okay with 3rd round picks. If it's like an Oso Digizua type player, if you can get a 3rd to be one of those kind of guys with another 2nd or something, with some later picks with the first, the next year, Jerry Jones can sneakily try to find a way to make it make sense, if that makes sense. Let's get Mark on the phone. What's up, Mark?
Hey, what's going on?
What's good, my guy? What you got for the show?
Everything good. So I'm we don't deserve that.
Will McDonald is a great name, Smalls. Appreciate you, Small. My bad. Will McDonald with the Jets, that's a fantastic name.
Oh my God.
And they terrible. And he my friend. And Will McDonald did an interview with me. So if he get on this team, we up. But my bad, Mark. Go ahead.
That was one of your draft sleepers.
You damn straight it was. Yeah.
In his draft. And he was. You had us taking him. I want to say he had like a late first, early second grade or somewhere around there. But yeah,
mid first, and he ended up going like 8 or something early, crazy like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody jumped out the window. I think he went 8 or 9 to the Jets. Yeah, so that would definitely set things off. But as far as that goes, I felt like the national media is so wrong on him early on in the off season. So if we look at his like the years where he really took off, they disrespected him, put him like 15, 17, 21. They just name it any quarterback that could breathe and chew gum is better than Dak Prescott. So those seasons he always come in with a little bit of extra. The problem is that our play calling was so terrible that Dak basically is thrown into super tight coverage windows every single play. We couldn't scheme nobody open. We couldn't run the ball. Our offensive line was makeshift at best. Like, I feel like all the years when Dak really was putting it together, we didn't have the infrastructure to really support that from a play caller and from a belief in the coaching staff sort of situation. So I felt like those seasons got derailed. Even the year in 2023, when he was second in MVP, for one, he had the best quarterback season of any quarterback that year, and to finish second was disrespectful, but the national media don't want to admit they were wrong and give a Cowboy, especially Dak Prescott, an MVP, because that would solidify how great he is. But I felt like even the start of that season, McCarthy kind of was fumbling around until Shoddy came in and said, listen, this is what the rest of the league is doing. Let's kind of come into the new age, and we got this really good receiver named CeeDee Lamb that is really, really, like, special. We should probably get him the ball more. And magically, we start rolling. Yeah. So I felt like, I said all that to say, like, Dak has been great. He's had great seasons. We can name 4 or 5 that was super special and another 3 or 4 that were really good and for whatever reason, didn't turn out into playoff success, whether it be bad defense, bad scheme, lack of preparation, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And then the next point is on our who I would go get to change the defense. Demo coming back is going to change a lot because he'll be helping the pass rush because of his ability to blitz. He's also really good in coverage, and he's a see ball get ball type dude. We don't have a whole lot of people on our team with his explosiveness that play football like that. Him and Maris play with their hair on fire every single play. Now Maris will get you in a little bit of trouble because he's going to hit you when you don't need to. He's going to do a little bit of extra, but I think we should live with that. Why he learn and get his feet under him. But I think we should call the Raiders and see if we can package, a one. I would say give up. If we can get, I forgot what the pass rusher name is, just in my mind right now. But
Crosby?
If we can get, if we can get him, I would give up our first 2. I would give the first round picks up this year, and take on his salary because it's still less than what we was gonna give him or what Micah got, and about it's still less than what our offer to Micah was. So we get a game changer, a game record we have one on all 3 levels because once Bland and Diggs are healthy, I feel like we find that corner. Yeah. We just need to figure out the slot. I think Reddy is solid, but I don't think he's our long-term answer. But he can compete enough, he'll fight enough, he's scrappy enough that he'll give us a stopgap for the rest of the season, or he'll hold the fort down until Carson or Revel can figure out the NFL game and then get ready for the late stretch and playoff run. So I feel like we're a pass rusher away, and I would also call the Saints and see if they're willing to part with Alvin Kamara so that we have a real 1-2 punch at running back. Because I feel like not having a guy to complement J-Dub is kind of hurting us because we're not really getting nothing from Miles except for him falling down and fumbling the football.
We be
with no vision.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be all right, Mark. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the call. Listen, man. Chat. I actually thought about this. I was driving to Crown today. Have we ever made such a fuss over a fifth round pick before? I'm talking about Jadon Blue right now. Have we ever, and you can talk about yourself individually, not like the whole fan base, right? Like, have you ever at any point made a fuss about why a fifth round pick was not playing? I know who he is. I know what the potential of him can be. But I don't recall us ever making a fuss over a fifth round pick like this. We fuss over undrafted free agents. No. I think what happens with undrafted free agents is y'all use them as a way to get players that you don't like off the field. Like y'all use undrafted guys because you may be a fan of that player to get another guy off the field. I'm talking about Javonte's running the ball fine. Miles ain't great. But I'm talking about like putting up a fuss for Jadon. But Cowboys do that. They do. To be fair, Cowboy fans do. But we sure are. And when I say we, I'm including me, but I'm talking like y'all for real. And not each and every last one of y'all, but just some of y'all. Well, people are putting up a fuss for Jadon Blue. Like he's really like people really letting us hear it over this Jadon Blue thing. Normally I don't like that. His second worst QBR in the playoffs of all time is the main reason. And consistency with him is a problem as well. So far he's been all right, but I don't have complaints. His second worst QBR in the playoffs of all time? You a damn lie. Foots the King, you are on the Voch Lombardi podcast, sir. What's good with you?
Hey, Tashi. Well, let me talk to him.
Man, Foots, you ain't busy, are you, Foots?
Nah, I can talk. What's going on? Talk to me.
I was on Twitter today. John G kind of got you in trouble a little bit. I didn't make a big. I don't know. You just talking for. I didn't make a big fuss over it. Because what I'll never do is fuss with you in front of company. People don't deserve to hear me come at you like that. But I feel like they should hear me now. Like me and you talking on the internet on stream is different than me and you fighting on Twitter. Foots.
Absolutely.
Okay, bet. Okay, cool. We on the same page. Let me go to John G Twitter so I can make sure we straight. I don't want to get no words.
Make sure that you're reading this right.
I don't want to cross my T's and dot my I's. You have me on the car phone or something? I can hear echo. Foots.
Oh no, you shouldn't hear echo. I got you on my headphones. How does it sound now?
Check.
You got me?
I can still kind of hear me a little bit, but
nah, you should be clean.
It ain't too bad. It ain't. But so anyway, Foots, I'm on social media. I'll just turn me down for a second. I'm on social media, Foots, and let me see, where the hell is that tweet that John G tweeted this morning? For it was a pretty interesting one. He said you and him. Okay, he posted this picture of Lotto twerking. That's interesting. All right, cool. Here you go. I just saw a picture of Lotto twerking on his Twitter. Foots. I ain't saying nothing crazy. All right, so Foots, and I'm gonna put it up on my screen so everybody can read it. Foots. Let me see this. Boom, DMV. Bam. All right, Foots. John G says, let me make it a little smaller like this. John G says, just got off the phone with my brother Foots, And he told me to tell y'all what I told him. I'm trying to get this up on screen. He told me to tell y'all what I told him. One, the Cowboys offense ran smoother through Pickens as the number one. And that ain't really what I'm here to fight you about, Fuster King, because you can, because you say crazy shit all the time. I'm not here to fight you saying crazy shit. I'm here to fight you saying wrong stuff. But then you say there's little to no drop off at center or guard. Fuss, do you really believe that? Hold on, Fuss, because you ain't even on my audio no more. Hold on. Let me go roadcast it. There you go. Can you hear me, Fuss?
Yeah.
I got you perfect.
Where you at? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You got me. All
right, cool. Echoes going. Perfect. So, Fuss, he says there's little to no drop off at center and guard. I assume that's something you and him talked about. You wanna explain that?
And I'm talking to the O-line guy, so I got to come with my guns. But no, I think that they did well. I didn't tweet that.
Don't change up now, Foots. Don't change up now, because he wouldn't have said it if he wouldn't have said it like that if that's what y'all talking about. He'd have came up there and said, "Oh yeah, the center and guard did good." He said there's little to no drop off at center and guard. That's what y'all talked about, Foots. So I need you to explain.
and one thing about it, Bob's gonna get to the bottom. Listen. Let me ask you, Voch, because honestly, I really watched the edges, and Guyton did get in trouble on a play-in, play-out, because I was really watching still, and I went back and did some film on Guyton, and he got in trouble as a pass blocker, but I liked him in the run game. I didn't see a huge difference between BB and Hoffman, but I could be wrong. So tell me why I'm wrong, Voch. Tell me why I'm wrong.
I'll sum it up like this, Foots.
Sum it up, my good brother.
I like to get down to the least common denominator. You know how you do a math problem? You got to simplify until you get to the. Okay, cool. Foots. In week 2, when you was watching film, did you see what Booker and BB did to Dexter Lawrence?
Well, for sure. They was moving people. Okay. And as you would say, whipping feet.
Okay. So that means when you was watching in week 3, you saw Brock Hoffman do pretty cool against guys like Gervon Dexter, correct?
Wasn't bad, but I also don't think that the Bears D-line is as good as the Giants.
Oh, perfect. We're on the same page. So that means when you get to week 4, first, I'm glad you said that. So that means when you get to week 4, dealing with Nazir Stackhouse ain't the same thing as dealing with Dexter Lawrence, neither is a Fuster King.
1,000%, especially with him being a backup and all that. So, hey, Voch, I already
know
where you.
I ain't done, Fuss. I ain't done, Fuss. I ain't done.
Let me ask you this: are you walking me to my death here?
Maybe, Foots. All I'm saying, if you do a little bit of football math, and if you consider your rankings of Dexter Lawrence, Gervon Dexter, and Nazir Stackhouse. And if you then simplify the equation, wouldn't it say that dominating one of the best defensive linemen in the league versus doing a pretty cool to good job versus some bottom of the league defensive linemen, wouldn't you say that one is much more impressive than the other? Hold on, Fuss, because you done fell off the thing. Hold on now. Boom. Say it again. What'd you say?
You got me, man.
I got you.
I said it for sure.
Okay, Foots.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. Okay. You definitely did miss, especially like pressure in Dak's face. Dak was just crazy. You missed Booker. You missed Booker and BB, but I think you were able to get through the game, and you didn't feel like, man, this is just a complete issue with Bass and Hoffman.
Look, they doing all right, Foots. They doing all right podcast, Foots.
They doing all right. That's what they doing. I was just about to say that they doing you or Brian on
but Foots, but Foots, but this ain't like, you know what? Tolbert is doing well enough to where when Mingo comes back, you don't have to force him back. It ain't like that. As soon as BB is ready, You should put him back in there. And as soon as Booker is ready, and I saw him today walking around with no boot, per Voch Lombardi, Footsie King. As soon
you got a purr now. Hold on, wait a minute. You got a purr.
That's sure. You know how it go. You know what I'm saying? When you over there, don't you know what I'm saying? Foots, as soon as they ready, you put them kids right back in that lineup, Foots. You understand what I'm saying? Because if they're able to do that versus Dexter Lawrence, imagine how much better the run game would have been versus Nazir Stackhouse and Javon Dexter. That's all I'm saying, Foots.
No, I'm gonna do you one better, Voch. It is good to have this type of depth, but the starters are the starters for a reason. And I know what you probably
that's an incredible point. Foots, I love that you said that. Yeah. But the tweet said
I'm not gonna fight with O-line guys.
But the tweet said there's little to no drop off at center and guard. I felt attacked, Foots. I wanted to call you.
Oh no. That wasn't you know I don't listen. You know what? I'm taking a victory lap for fans who didn't think we could win the game. And Voch, you weren't one of them. So you weren't a content creator. But my victory lap, you know I can't be. I told you so, guys. A lot of people didn't think Dallas would move the ball, Voch. And that's where I was just like flabbergasted about people like, guys, slow down. You still got Ford's playing at a level that I just don't see him dropping off at any point this year because he just doesn't care. Like, he's just arrogant at this point. And I like arrogant Dak. Like, even if he throws a pick, too cool. But now that you had his one game, it is locked in. That was my only, the O-line stuff, Voch, I definitely leave that to you. Let me ask you a question. Because there's been a lot of this Micah Parsons grading, and that's been a big topic on the tweeters. How do you think Guyton fared against Parsons? Because I want to make sure that I was right there, Voch. What did you see how he played against him in the run and the pass game?
Boy, Fuzz, you sure know how to weasel out of a whooping, don't it, boy? You sure know how to I'll say one last thing about your guard and your center, and then I'll go on and talk about I'll say one more thing about your guard and your center, okay? They do a fantastic job. Other people just do it better. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
They do a great job.
Okay.
They do the job. Some people just do.
They're doing all right.
Brian Foots. Jalen Hyatt is a deep ball guy. Tyreek Hill is a much better deep ball guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. You asked about Guyton. First and foremost, I think Schottenheimer and Clayton Adams had a fantastic attack plan for him. They didn't simply double team Micah. I think that's kind of giving him the easy way out. They thumped him a lot. They ran into his ribs a bunch, which is cool in football, is legal in football. Some blind sides, some cracks, some reads. They ran counter at him. They pulled Brock Hoffman and let him hit him. While they was running away from him, tight ends hit him. I think it's what the Cowboys did. They did a really good job of wearing Micah down. Micah was very effective. He early in the game, he looked different than he did at the end of the game because Micah got tired physically and mentally.
Agreed. Took himself out the game.
Foots, you are an ex-athlete. You a coach. You know sometimes mentally or mental gymnastics can fatigue your body. You can become physically exhausted by thinking too much sometimes. They made Micah process everything in front of him. Sometimes they let him run free just to hit him, just to hit him upside the head, Footsie King. And I think by time you got to the end of the game, Micah, Rashawn Gary, Nazir Stackhouse, Footsie King, I think all those guys on the interior, it just eventually got wore down to a point to where the Cowboys could block those guys one-on-one. And that's what we saw towards the end of the game. So Guyton did have some issues with Micah when Micah was fully revved up.
Yeah.
But the Cowboys used that energy against Micah. And then Guyton started dealing with Micah towards the end of the game. Nate Thomas started dealing with Micah really well towards the end of the game for us.
Yeah.
And not just him. Rashawn Gary didn't do much that game. Devontae Wyatt, when he did play, he didn't do very much neither. So I think the Cowboys had a really good plan to like wear them down with Javonte. Like, look, Javonte got 20 carries this week. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a part of wearing pass rushes down. You know what I'm saying? So tough early, but it definitely got better towards the end of the game. And don't get me mistaken, Guyton may have looked weird in the passing game. And look, I know you because you just admitted that you half watch film and get on the internet and talk loudly about it. You just admitted that yourself. So this ain't me talking crazy about it. But Guyton and Terrence Steele look real good in the run game for us.
I think that I know for me, right? Like if he can just continue to take these steps. I mean, Micah Parsons still top 3 defensive end in the league. So if he can continue to take these steps, I think that you feel great, bro. Like I think that you and I'm gonna hang up and listen to because I gotta go, but I want to listen to you about Nate Thomas because I don't know. Like at this point, do you rotate tackles? I've never seen that, but at some point he needs to play. But I don't want to take Guyton off the field.
Yeah.
But I just think that if he can keep just taking these small steps, because it's not perfect right now. It's not. You know what I mean? But it's good. It ain't getting you killed. Dallas could have won the game. We know they're losing games because of defenses. Like if this was Chaz Green, okay, Guyton, but it ain't that. Yeah. You see some good out there too. First good players, by the way.
Yeah.
So thanks for interrogating me today, boss. I needed that. Woke me up a little bit. You know they say I be asleep, so I needed that.
I got you, Fuzz. Love you, man. We're gonna do some work soon.
Hey, love you to pieces, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call you and tell you something to put on Twitter, and then we'll argue about that. How about that?
All right, man. Whatever. Try and get your lick back.
All right, Bacho.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Love you, man.
Love you too, bro. Yeah. Shouts out to Fuzz, man. That's my real life friend, bro. Let's see what Rick say. He feels attacked because I just got vindicated by his YouTube friends. Brock and TJ makes this work. Vindicated, but yo, Rick, I don't even know what that means, bro. I don't know what that means, dog. What you talking about, man? What up, Tay? How you doing? You doing all right? Go ahead and sit down. We wrapping up now. We're gonna get 2 calls in. Gonna run some supers, and I'm gonna go take a nap. You heard? Let's get Sonny on the phone. What's up, Sonny?
What's going on, Voch? What's going on, man?
Appreciate your patience, man. Appreciate your patience.
Push the king, man.
I was just about to say, I had to get him. Appreciate your patience, Sonny. But it is what it is.
Yeah, man. That's our guy, man. But yeah, all you got to do is look at the first 3 plays of our offense, and you'll see that it was a big drop-off as far as the offensive line. Those guys, I mean, they did okay. They did good, with the scheme and the plan that the coaches gave them. I thought they did a good job, but they're not the same caliber.
Yeah, for sure.
What I did want to say, though, a couple of things. Trey Hendrickson, man, if we could get a Trey Hendrickson, we got to remember we are in the NFC East, and the NFC East got big dogs up front.
Yes, sir.
If we could get a Trey Henderson, that would put us on another level. You see a 3-man rotation inside with who we already got, and then add Trey to that. Man, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
But also as it relates to our linebackers, we need Eberflus to. I know he's married to these guys. But he needs to. We got James. You got Leofold right now. We need to go. We need to go with what will work for us. Sanborn, he's not 1 step, 2 steps. Sanborn is 4 or 5 steps behind. It's just like and he missed so many tackles. It looks bad. It looks bad for to be playing. And listen, the. It's his job. He got to feed his family. But man, putting the defense in his hands, that's just not a good recipe for us.
Yeah.
Also, real quick.
Go ahead.
What's that?
No. Go ahead. I agree with you. Go ahead.
Okay. Now to the Crown Global, you and Brian Broaddus are doing a fabulous job, man. I can't miss that. The Scouts Eye. You guys have come up with something. I know this is a different show, but you guys have come up with something, man, that is going to take off. That is going to be a fabulous thing because it gives people an opportunity to look at things, the Scouts eyepiece. It allows people to see the nuance of the game. But what I really like today, I saw you and Broadus today, you gave a perspective and Broadus gave pushback. And so y'all had different ways of looking at the same play. I thought that was great, man. I really enjoy you guys. I enjoy you. Congratulations on all the success, the new shows. Good deal.
Appreciate you, Sonny. Good call. And that's a fantastic point by Sonny, what we're doing over there at the Doing All Right. You guys will be surprised how often people in these circles, like we just send plays back and forth to each other. Like, hey, man, what you think? Brian will be talking to Bobby. Sky may ask me something. I'll ask Foot something. We'll all come together and talk about it. Brian came in one day last week, and he says, what did he say? He says, Voch, what you think? What you think of this play? I talked to Bobby about it earlier, and me and him disagree about it. Voch, what you think about this? And I was like, well, Brian, I think, and I was like, man, that'd be something cool to do on the show. We don't know all these plays. They call the plays, but they don't explain them to us. All we can do is look at them and like diagnose them backwards to trying to see, where everything came from or whatever. So I was like, man, it'll be cool to just take a play. If it's a play that qualifies, right? I would love to just take a play that I just don't identify all that great. And 9 times out of 10, it'll be like a weird coverage or something that I just don't identify with. A new way to run some stuff. I'll be like, Brian, I saw this play. I didn't quite know what to think about it. What you think? I think it's this. What you think? And then we kind of have a discussion about it. I think what we do, like I've been doing film sessions on my own channel for 10 years. Like I've made my way as film guy. On YouTube or whatever, but what I don't do is have a lot of like comments back and forth. I don't have a lot of commentary back and forth about film. Like I just kind of be like talking. But I hear people all the time say, "Hey man, you should be, you and such and such should do film together. You and such, should do film together." You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a really cool thing to sit Brian down and just ask him a question. Or if we have a guest like in the offseason or something, we'll bring them in and we'll have a 4-person battle royale about what one play is and we'll break it down. I think that's cool. So yeah, be sure to tune into Crown Global Media on YouTube. If y'all, does anybody in the chat not know what the hell Crown Global Media is? If you don't, say so, and we'll send a link to you so you can go see. I thought everybody was tapped in on that because the numbers been looking great over there. We appreciate y'all for running over there. The numbers been looking great. Anyway, let's see. We got one more call. We're gonna get some supers in, and I'm gonna take a damn nap, dog. You hear me? What I say? The big Amish is on the phone. What's happening?
Hey, Voch. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. What you got for me?
The offense played out of its mind. The O-line, I don't know how they gave Dak all that time, but everything was smooth across the board from execution, not only the O-line, but playmaking. Dak having time, rolling out. Everything looked, too good, to be honest with you. And very fluid, which is great. And I'm going to set up the question. Yes, and I'm going to bring up Kenny Clark.
Yes, sir.
Now, Kenny Clark seems to me, he's playing amazing. He's a great addition, but he came from Green Bay, and I can't help but ask this question, and you would know how the sausage is made. How helpful was Kenny Clark potentially? I'm just saying, one way or the other. I don't know. That's why I'm going to ask this question. Kenny Clark's knowledge of the defense, because he seems to me the type of Green Bay defense I'm talking about, because he was traded right before the season started.
Sure.
Because he's not just a defensive tackle. That guy is super smart. He's a technician, but he seems the type of person who knows the defense inside and out at all levels. That's what it seems like.
Sure.
But I may be getting ahead of my skis on that. But how helpful could he be, or was he, to the Dallas offense in game planning for the Green Bay Packers defense? That's my question.
I'm not sure, but my best bet would be not a crazy amount. I think Green Bay wins with sheer force and ass whoop. You know, they don't really do a bunch of exotic stuff. They line up and they play cover 3, cover 2, or they match with just a little bit of zone. But they run they run zone 73% of the time, and they run some man, but mostly cover 3, 2, and match. They don't do a whole bunch different. I just think Dak just saw it well. I think Dak saw it well. Yeah. Now what could be? I agree. Yeah. Now what could be a thing? What could be a thing is if Kenny Clark, and this is just me speaking hypothetically, I'm not saying nothing that I know. If Kenny Clark says, "I've seen Rashawn Gary quit before if you run right at him. He's a quitter if you run right at him. So I would run right at Rashawn Gary." Or if he says, "Hey, this corner doesn't like to tackle." Like if Micah was at Green Bay, well, Micah's cool with Trey or whatever, but if I'm Micah, I would say, look, run the toss sweep right at Trey Diggs. He ain't gonna tackle you, right? It may be like character things like that, but scheme wise, I think the Packers scheme is pretty much cut and dry. It's just hard to beat them because they rush the passer really well.
Okay. The last thing, Jerry.
Yes,
if Jerry does not make the trades that he needs to before the trade deadline and acquire certain talent, especially on the defensive side of the ball, let alone getting a playmaking, super fast running back, but just on the defensive side of the ball, if he does not make the personnel moves necessary, is he giving us that same old ice cream covered doo-doo like he has been in the past? I think in order for Jerry to sell tickets, I think he has to make every season sound as serious as possible. I think he'll sign George Pickens at some point. You have a little more money to play with. As far as the picks go, man, I don't think Jerry want to spend those picks. I think Jerry will live with whatever the result of this year is, and I think he wants to get back to the draft. I think he wants to get back to the draft, and I think he wants to spend those picks in the draft. Now, I will say this, because hope ain't lost. You acquired Gilmore and Brandon Cooks 3 years ago with some 5s. You got some 5s. You got a 4 too. You don't have a 3, but you got some 5s. I think Jerry Jones wants to hold on to those 1s because those 1s are powerful financially. Being able to move around in the draft or just getting a dude. I think those 1s are super, super valuable. And plus, I don't think we as fans should want to trade the 1s neither. If something weird happened to Green Bay, they start losing some games. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Jordan Love rob a bank and miss 10 weeks and Green Bay end up top 10. You'd be mad as hell if you trade them picks. I think Jerry wants to hold on to those picks. And if I had to assume, I think Jerry wants to keep one of those first and trade back from the other one to turn one of those picks into more picks so that he can then be like, oh, yeah, Micah Parsons got us 5 or 6 picks. And then you draft those guys. That's what I think. And that makes sense because he's the ultimate salesman. Yeah. He's P.T. Barnum Jones.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's admit that. He's number 1 in sales all the time. And thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for supporting. Good call.
Yep.
The Big Amish, ladies and gentlemen. We got Vaughn in the chat. What up, Vaughn? Vaughn, hit my email, vochlombardi@gmail.com. I'll tell you why in a second. I'll tell you why when you email me. Send me an email, Vaughn. Appreciate you. Let's see. Chat, y'all know something I thought about today? Like y'all know how these like content creators, man, like how they just how new content creators moving around. And you know, when I say these content creators, I don't mean like Dallas Cowboys content. I mean like just in general, right? I don't do enough side quests. I know there's a lot of people that don't speak internet, so they don't know what that means. I think I want to do some side quests like on camera. You know what I mean? And I think that'll be like some really good content for my other channel. You know, I've been trying to think about what I want my second channel to be, my second channel to be, and I think I want to make 2 more channels. I do want to do like a sitting at the desk kind of React channel or whatever. But I do think I need some more damn side quests. I think it'll be interesting just to keep up with that. Anyway. Supers. What's up, Myron? Let me hit refresh. Yo, Zach Golson, man, dropping crazy bombs, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Let's see what happened today. Arthur White dropped 5 and says, man, you had me. When you asked Ambar, did she know what Dirty Mackin was? The break has never been this entertaining. Keep shining, my guy. Appreciate you, brother Arthur. Yeah, I asked Ambar Garcia if she knew what Dirty Mackin was in an attempt to explain how Shotty got the job. Hey, you should see Derek's face because Derek knows exactly what the hell Dirty Mackin is. It was interesting. Pretty good moment on the break there. Max and Millie dropped a 5 and said, "What's up, Voch? Life is good." Appreciate you, sir. Throw some cheese at the Titans and get Tony Pollard. Have him spell Williams and sign Gilmore, and all is forgiven. Hey, man, you gotta. Tony just left here. I think if anything, the Cowboys proved to you that they, that their new plan of running back works. I think they're gonna sign Javonte to another year. They'd be smart to sign Javonte to like one more year, and not a long contract and not crazy money. 1 year, $4 million is fine. And they rushed for 1,000 yards with Rico Dowdle, and he wasn't. He didn't go crazy like that. I think they're gonna have Javonte do his thing, and then they're gonna go draft somebody. I just think that's just what's gonna happen. Appreciate you. Celos 2136. He dropped a dime and says, Voch, Law made an outstanding analysis today saying get a package for Bell on 3rd and long, put him at linebacker, sit Sanborn. What's your take? Not only, and look, I feel that, but not only am I gonna say that this should be a package for 3rd and long, I think this should be the configuration in general. I just think generally Donovan Wilson should be the down linebacker. I know Marquise Bell played linebacker for a couple years, and that's cool. I think Donovan is the better like rundown player, and I think Donovan runs with a lot more aggression, ass whoop, and physicality. That's what I think. And honestly, I think Donovan Wilson would just do a better job at it than Marquise Bell, and Marquise was cool at it. And I know people are worried about getting so much smaller, but Marquise and Damone Clark did it when you didn't have a D line. Like you got Kenny Clark now. Man. Appreciate you those Celos. And Mr. Inglewood 77 dropped a deuce and says, monthly Eminem money. Love your content. Keep going, bro. Appreciate you, man. You know, that mean the world to me, man. Love you to pieces, brother. Love you to pieces, man. Chat. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in, of course. As always, Shaq the Vikings fan says, couldn't get no whiskey glass, so I got the wine glass to go with my Henny Taylor Port. With my Henny and Taylor Port. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support, brothers. Appreciate the support, man. I didn't think I was gonna give them. I thought I was gonna just make like what I did was I made 100 of everything, and I was just gonna make them like a 100 sub edition. And I was just gonna do it like that, but the whiskey glasses have made a hell of an impact. The whiskey glasses have made a hell of an impact, man. So we might tap in and see what the business is, y'all. And look, if I was gonna put Dono as safety, I mean at linebacker, my idea was to have Malik and Wanye play deep, but Malik hurt, so you know how that go. Anyway, shouts out to Marcus Hardison, man. He says, resurrection requires burial, just as the seed must decompose to sprout. Hold on. Resurrection requires burial, just as the seed must decompose to sprout. Your old story must be fully interred for your new life, your resurrection to take root. Congrats, brother Voch. Appreciate you, Marcus. Let me look on the fly, because this is what Marcus Harrison do for me. Let me just turn it out. Let me see what. Let me see. INTERRED. me see. Okay. Like enter. It's just like enter. Okay. How does that?
Inter.
Okay. So that's interred. Okay, cool. It's like I got you, Marcus. It was like interred. All right, interred.
Inter.
Got you. Okay. So it's like past tense. So past tense is interred. Like okay. Oh. To place a corpse in a grave or tomb. Typically the funeral rites. Okay. So if something is interred, it is placed in a tomb, or it's like buried. Okay. What does it mean if someone is interred? Okay, it's like placed in a tomb. Okay, I got you. Marcus Hardison says, resurrection requires burial. Just as the seed must decompose to sprout, your old story must be fully interred for your new life, your resurrection, to take root. Congrats, brother Vice. Appreciate you, Marcus Hardison. That means the world to. Hey, listen, man. I ain't ashamed. Knowledge is power. If I don't know it, I know it next time. I be damn. Next time I see interred, yo, Marcus Hardison. Next time I see, Marcus Hart, how they say, I ain't gonna say it because I was about to say, how they say, feces is like fertilizer or whatever, and like interred, right? Does it make stuff grow just like you got to decompose? Like when you so you're interred in the ground, and like that makes other stuff like that makes the grass grow. Like if you decompose, it's nutrients for the soil and shit. I wonder if that's where interred come from. I'm just curious. Etymology is cool. Etymology is cool. Hey man, I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for tapping in. Love y'all to pieces. If I'm gonna drop interred on the break, I will find a way to drop interred on the break tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Hey man, love y'all 2 pieces, man. Appreciate you, Marcus Hart. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Appreciate everybody that contributed via Super. I will catch y'all on the next stream. All right, peace.